Will now be recorded.
Now, so in the previous session, we have discussed about the various classes of SQL queries, and we have discussed different classes of SQL query which can be used to apply one or more user-defined conditions to filter the records from the result set. So instead of fetching all the records from the object, how to fetch only the required records from the object by adding one or more user-defined conditions we have discussed in the previous session. So there we have discussed few classes, like we have used limit class and we have used offset class, we have used argos class, and we have used this other by class also. These four classes we have discussed, and along with that, we have discussed about one more class, that is where class. So how can we use this where class to add one or more user-defined conditions along with the SQL query to filter the records we have discussed in the previous session. So by using this where class, we can add multiple conditions also, not only one, multiple conditions also we can add with the help of logical operators. And based on these conditions, we can filter the records from the result set. Then how can we use these functionalities? Now let's see with the practical use case today. So in this case, whenever we are using this where class, then we can able to prepare the conditions. Upon preparing the conditions, we can hard code the values also. That means we are indicating rating equals to hot. If I'm hard coding this value, even though I'm executing this query 100 times, always it will apply the same condition over here. Every time it will produce the same results because the condition is same, results are also same. No change at all. But in some cases, I want to get code rating records over here. In that case, I don't want to hard code this rating value upon preparing the condition. I want to pass this value dynamically at runtime. In order to pass this value dynamically at runtime, we are using the help of parameters. By using parameterized procedures, we can pass this value dynamically at runtime. Based on the value, we can form the condition. With the help of this condition, we can filter the record, and those records we can represent on the debug log file. So in this case, how can we apply the user-defined conditions? We'll see practically one by one. Okay, now. Now let's see. Let's go with some queries part. Then I will show you the practical examples also. Okay, now I'm going to make Salesforce org now. I'm going to make Salesforce org. Let me go to execute anonymous window. I'm going to execute anonymous window right now. So how can we implement this functionality? Let's see. So let's take some small use case requirements first. Then I will show you how can we use them inside a procedure through parameters. Okay, now. So let's write some SQL queries now. Now the first requirement is write an SQL query to fetch all the banking industry account records. Write an SQL query to fetch all the banking industry account records. So what are the account records that we have inside my account object whose industry is equals to banking? I would like to collect all those records over here. Now, tell me the query now. I'm using list staff account. Why? Because I don't know how many number of records are there with the industry banking. It may be zero also, one also, 10 also, I don't know. So if you don't know how many number of records are available, then we can go with list. If you know that my query will be returning only one record, then only we can go with single variable here. Okay. Now, LSC accounts equals to select the ID of the account, name, rating, industry, annual revenue, phone and the facts, SLA, active status from account where what is the condition? Industry equals to banking. Right. We are going to be preparing this query by adding the condition where industry equals to banking. Clear? Now, make a note of this query. Done with this? Next. Next use case. Take a use case requirement. Write an SQL query to fetch all the heart rating lead records whose location is Mumbai. Write the query for this. City. It's what is that object? Lead object. Billing city, okay, shipping city is in account object. Here we are having only city, street, state, country, postal code. That's it in lead object. Tell me the condition. Where rating equals to or and city equals to Mumbai. Done. Next. Write one more query. Write an SQL query to fetch all the high priority new cases. All the high priority new cases. Write the query for this. Done with this? Okay. Now tell me. List of case object. LST cases equals to select ID of the case number, status, priority, origin, and the reason from case object. These fields are enough for me. Tell. Where priority high. That's it.
and
Huh?
and status equal to news.
What is the requirement? Please fetch all the high priority new cases. Okay, so the case records the priority should be equals to high and the status should be equals to new. Order by based on what column? Based on what column? Hmm. Okay. Descending order. For based on what column? Order by, we need to give the column name, right? Then, in that case, it will be arranging these records based on this priority value. Okay, because when you go to the priority, you will be having three options: high, medium, low. So the medium records will be visible, okay, the first, because M will be highest, and then L, and then H. Hmm? Okay. Okay, you are giving this priority equals to high, and then we are going to be arranging based on high priority only. In that case, it will be arranging the records in jumbling. because here the priority is always high. There is no other records are available, so it will show the same set of records, but it won't be arranging the records in a specific order. We need to give another different column over there. Then only we can able to arrange them. If you're giving the same, see for example, if you're giving this value, where priority equals to high and then order by priority descending. Okay, descending. Then it will arrange that. Now, whenever we are going to be adding any conditions also, whatever the columns you are using to prepare the condition, please make sure that this column is included inside your fields list. Please remember this point. Because without querying the data, when you try to use a column inside the conditions to apply the filters, it will show error message. So whatever the columns you are going to use to apply the condition, please include this column names inside the fields list inside this. Okay. Clear? Next. Write one more use case. Write an SQL query to fetch only active users from the organization. Write the query. How do we know whether a user is active or not? Is active field. What is the value for that? Then
True.
in this case, it should be true. Okay, is active should be equals to true. Right. Star user. Active users equals to select ID of the user, first name, last name, username, company name, and the title is active from user object where is active equals to true. Don't enclose this true in single quotes because is active field is a boolean value. Pass the boolean value directly. Numerical values and then currency values, boolean values are passed directly as it is. Don't enclose them in single quotes. Because in majority of the cases in the implementation, we are using where class. Where class is very, very important. And next, write an SQL query. Write an SQL query. Now, I would like to write an SQL query to fetch only deleted account records from the object. Whatever the records we have deleted, only deleted records I want. Remaining records I don't want. Right. None. Now list of accounts. LST accounts equals to select the ID of the account, name, rating, industry, annual revenue is deleted from account object, where is deleted equals to true, and then we
All
have to
those,
use all
all
rows
those.
class. If you are not using this all rows class, this query will return only zero records, because we are going to be collecting deleted records. If you want to get the deleted record, then first of all, fetch the deleted records from recycle bin also. So now from there, we can able to get only deleted records here. So that we have to use all rows class first. Now the all rows class will be collecting the data from object, including deleted records also. Both from there, we are going to be applying this condition is deleted equals to true. So from those records, we are fetching only deleted records from the object we can represent this. Okay. Now, one more use case. Write an SQL query to fetch three high priority cases, three high priority recent records, recent cases whose status is new. Write an SQL query to fetch three high priority recent case records whose status is equals to new. How many classes we need to use now in this case? We need to apply one condition. For this one, where class three high priority cases here. That means this is also where class here. Okay, where class. We are using one class. Next, we need to fetch how many records? Three
Three.
records. So what class we need to use?
Limit.
Limit class we have to use. So that means we are using limit class. Next, recent case records here. That means how do you know whether record is order by date, order by. Okay, how many classes here? We are using three classes. One is where class, second one limit, third one order by class. Okay, now let's see how can we write this piece of code. Now we are using where class and then limit class order by. Then what is the order we need to write? Right,
First where
where class first, then order by
order
class,
by
and then limit class. Right.
limit.
That means whenever we are using multiple classes inside the query, the order will be very, very important here. Okay, or else syntax will be wrong. Now, list of case records. LST cases equals to select ID of the case number, status. Then we can specify created date. From case object, where status equals to new and priority is equals to high. Then order space by created date descending.
Single
How many limit?
3.
That's it. So these are the three conditions we are using upon preparing this query. Done with this? Next. Now let me place this code. As of now, we have prepared multiple conditions, and then those conditions we are going to be hard coding with the respective values. Now, how can we pass a value for the parameters? So how to pass a value for the conditions dynamically at runtime through parameterized procedures. Okay, let's see. Suppose, for example, I want to prepare a method. Now, through this method, I would like to collect all the account records. All the account records. Upon fetching the account records, I will pass one industry name or I will pass one rating value here, whatever it might be. Okay, now, for example, I would like to pass the rating value here. I will pass some rating value as input. I'm passing this rating value as input. Whenever I'm passing the rating value, this method should collect all the account records whose rating value is equals to the specified option. So whatever the value that I'm going to supply at runtime to the parameter, based on that value, I would like to collect that associated matching records from this account object. Suppose if I'm passing rating hot, it should fetch hot rating records. If I'm passing the value cold, it should fetch cold rating records. If I'm passing the value warm, it should fetch warm rating record. That means depends upon the rating value we have supplied at runtime, it should fetch the associated matching records from my object. That means what? I don't want to hardcode this condition always. I want to pass this condition value dynamically at runtime. Depends upon my requirement, I would like to pass a different value at runtime here. Based on that value which I have supplied, it should fetch the associated matching records from my object. Then how can we do this? Now let's see with the practical use case. Okay, now let's see. Make a note of this use case. Write an Apex program to fetch all the account records from the object based on the specified rating value at runtime. Based on the specified rating value at runtime, I want to fetch the associated matching records. Done with this? Now, let's see how to prepare this business logic. Let me show you. I'm going to the developer console. Now, let me open the class which you have prepared in the past to store the database related operations. Go to the database helper class. This is the class we have prepared. All the SOQL related methods I'm writing inside this class itself. But already we know within a single class you can prepare multiple procedures, multiple functions also, no restrictions at all. Now I'm preparing the method. Public static void get accounts by rating. Get accounts by rating. Whatever the rating value that I'm going to supply at runtime, based on that rating value, I would like to fetch the associated matching records from my object. Now, so I will pass the rating value at runtime. So we need to pass the rating value as parameter. Rating value will be of type what? String type. So I'm passing a string parameter. Now rating value. I'm preparing a parameter with the name rating value, which is of type string. So now based on this parameter value, I would like to fetch the data. Now, in this case, first of all, I want to check whether this parameter is holding some value or not. If you are not passing any rating value as a parameter, then what records you want me to fetch? Nothing. It's a waste of time for my SOQL query. Suppose for example, if I'm passing null value, if I'm passing null value for this parameter, then what data we need to get? It will be a problem. That's what here I don't want to waste my SOQL query because SOQL queries and DML statements are both are very, very costly. Costly means what? We have very less number per transaction, so we have utilized them very, very efficiently. So that don't waste your SOQL queries over here. Okay, now. So now first of all, I would like to check the condition. If the rating value is not equals to null and the rating value not equals to empty. That means if this value is not null and if this value is not empty, then I would like to fetch the associated matching records from my object. Then how can we do that here? Then in that case, we can specify else condition. Okay, now in this case, let's see. I would like to fetch the matching records here. List of account. Because with that industry name, how many matching records are there? I don't know. That's what I'm using list collection. List of account, select ID of the account, name, rating, industry, annual revenue, phone and the tax, active status, from account, next where rating equals to rating value. Okay, now in this case here, what we are doing? So now whatever the value that I'm passing to this parameter, I'm substituting over here. If we want to substitute some value dynamically at runtime, here before that variable name, we have to give a colon over here. We have to give a colon notation. That is a fundamental rule in Apex programming. If anybody is aware of, okay, Arkel. How many people know Arkel? In Arkel also they will follow the same syntax. Hmm. That's it. Because PLSQL also part of SQL. Okay, Arkel. Now, so in this case here we are going to be using colon because colon is indicating dynamic assignment. So dynamically at runtime, go to this particular parameter value, substitute the value over here, form the condition, apply the filter, get only the matching records. That is the meaning of this statement. That's what to substitute a parameter value inside the query dynamically at runtime, we are using colon notation. Okay. Now I would like to show how many number of matching records has been found. Rest of the story will be same, no change. Number of matching records. Now I would like to show them the records. If LSC accounts is not empty. In the entry point of view, somebody asks you to write the code, follow all the standards. Don't write in shortcut mechanism always. Don't eliminate these kind of conditions. Because they are not only verifying your code, they will verify whether you are following proper coding standards or not. That is most important here. Because adding this condition, see, simple here. Without writing this condition also, I can execute this. But it will be causing so many issues in the production. If you are not passing rating value, it will cause some errors also here. That means null pointer exceptions will be getting arise. To avoid such kind of null pointer exceptions, adding this kind of conditions are very, very important here. Inside your local system, it will work very fine. During testing, it will be working very fine. Whenever it is moving to the production, then it will show the actual problems. To avoid such kind of problems, you have to follow few proper coding standards. That's what here, when you go to your Salesforce application development, as a developer, after writing the code, I will do the testing. Once the testing has been done, then it will be having a peer review stage. That is also called as a code review. That means in my team, Pawan also one member, Venkat also one member, she is also one member here. Now my code will be reviewed by one person. That person's code will be reviewed by another person. That person's code will be reviewed by another person. That means one person's code will be reviewed by another person to check the mistakes. Whether they're following proper coding standards or not, they will cross-check that everything over here. Okay, because whenever we are writing the code, we can't find out our mistakes by our own. Other people can find out our mistakes very easily here. That's what here they will be having code review stage definitely in our application development. That's what please follow this kind of proper coding standards. Okay, or else if you're not following these standards, then whenever my code is reviewing by this particular Pavan, then he will list out everything. Okay, so inside this particular class code, you did not written this particular line as part of this line number here. In this line number, this is the mistake that you did. This in this line, this is the mistake that you did. He will place everything inside an Excel sheet. That Excel sheet will be placing inside a common folder. That Excel sheet will be visible to me also, my manager also, my technical lead also, client also, other team members also. Then your manager and technical lead will be identifying that. So now I'm not following proper coding standards. That means I don't have the proper experience. I'm not having genuine guys here. So they will identify. This is the problem here. For that one, to avoid such kind of problems here, so now please follow proper coding standards. If you are getting more issues from the testing team or peer review team regarding the coding standards, the problem is you don't have the real-time experience. Okay, that is a problem here. That is the easy identification to the technical managers or technical leads also. Now, so now in this case, you don't give this a chance to the people, follow these proper coding standards. Now, so I'm checking the condition here if the collection is not empty because whatever the rating value that I'm going to pass with that rating value matching records may be there, may not be there. No guarantee here. If the records are there, that means if the collection is not empty, then only I would like to fetch the records I would like to represent. For each and every account record from LST accounts, I would like to represent the record information. Account record details. Okay, clear up to this concept right now? Now, this is how we are going to be implementing this functionality. Understood the concept now? So we are passing the parameter value. Based on the parameter value, we are checking the condition if the parameter is holding some value or not. If yes, then only I'm using SOQL query to fetch the data. Suppose if the parameter is empty, then what records you want me to fetch? I don't know that here. That's what I don't want to waste my SOQL query. So that I will check the condition first. Okay. Now let me execute this piece of code. Get accounts by rating. I'm passing the value wow. I'm passing the value wow. When I click on execute, only the warm rating records will be getting returned to me. How many matching records are there? 8 records are available. These are the 8 records which are having this rating value as wow. These are the records which are having rating value wow. Now, suppose if you want to fetch only hot rating records, you no need to make any changes in the code level. Just you can go to the execution point. We are passing this value hot. Now click on debug only. There are matching 11 records are available which are having this rating value hot. These are all are the records over here which are having this rating value hot. All these records are having this. You can passing this value cold. Click on execute. Select the debug only. Here having 8 records are available whose rating value is equals to cold rating records. So you no need to write that queries multiple times for each condition. Write the query only once. That condition value we can pass dynamically at runtime through parameters. Clear? Now make a note of this code. Done with this piece of code? Now, clear up to this one? Next, create one more use case. Write an Apex program to fetch the user record based on the specified username at runtime. Write an Apex program to fetch the user record based on the specified username at runtime. Write the code for this. We need to pass one username at runtime. Based on the username, we need to fetch the corresponding user details I would like to show on my debug log file. Write the code for this. Done with? Now, how many people are done? How many people are done? Two. Not yet done. Now, now let me write this piece of code. Now, I'm preparing the method right now. So what is the requirement? I need to collect the user record based on the specified username at runtime. Now I'm preparing the method. Public static void get user details. I'm passing the username. I'm giving the parameter name over here that is of type string with the name user record name. First of all, I would like to check whether with this particular parameter it is holding the value or not. If user record name not equals to null, and user record name not equals to empty. Okay. Now based on this username, I would like to fetch the user record. Select the ID of the user, first name, last name, title, username, company name, department, division, is active from user object where username equals to colon user record name. Okay. Now, so whatever the username that I'm passing at runtime, based on the username, I'm fetching the matching record. Now tell me this data will be storing in the form of what? List of user. Why list of users? Now we are passing what? Input. What is input? Username. With one username, how many users will be available within an organization? Huh? Huh. Then one. Then in this case, where we can store only one record. That means what? Is it a list collection is mandatory? No. We require simply users. Okay. Now, so based on this username, that means with one username we can have only one user record. That's what I told you. Usernames are unique across all the region servers. We should not have two users with the same name. Okay. Now, once the user record is available, then I would like to check the condition here. If user record dot id not equals to null, then I would like to show that user information. System dot debug user record details are user record. I'm representing this user details. Write the code for this. Done with this code? Now, feeling comfortable with the coding standards, how to write the code? Next, one more use case requirement. We need to pass the user record name. For example, I'm passing the username. Based on that username, it will fetch that matching user records. Done with this? Next. Now let's see one more use case requirement. Write the code for this. Write an Apex program to fetch all the related opportunity records based on the specified account name at runtime. Write an Apex program to fetch all the related opportunity records based on the specified account name at runtime. I'm passing account name. I don't know account ID. I will give you the steps. Okay, let me explain. Done, everyone? Now what is the requirement? I need to fetch all the opportunity records. That means this is what the output we are expecting. This is what the output we are expecting. Then what opportunity records based on the specified account name. That means we are passing the account record name as input. Okay. That means what? I'm passing account record name as input. And I'm expecting what? Opportunity records. Now, account name is available in which object? Account object. Opportunity records are available in which object? Account opportunity object. That means the input is on account object and the output is from opportunity objects here. In this case, how to do this? As of now, in the previous examples, condition also on the same object and output also were fetching from same object. But now here the combination is a cross functionalities. Cross objects are available. Input is from account, output is from opportunity here. Now, in this case, what needs to be done? Now let's see. Now in this case, I know the account name. For example, Edge Communications. I'm passing the account record name, that is the name Edge Communications. I'm passing this account record name. Now, based on this account, what I'm expecting? Opportunity records. Now, so I would like to collect opportunity records here. Whenever if you want to do this functionality, first of all, we have to check whether it is really possible or not. How? Now here this is the input value. I'm passing account name. Account name is available in which object? Account object. Now I'm expecting the data from which object? Opportunity object. So in that case, we have to check whether these two are having some relation or not. Whether these two objects are having relation or not. If the relation is available, then it is possible. If the relation is not available, it's not possible. Simple, straightforward. Now tell me, between account and opportunity, do we have any relation? Yes. What is that relation? Lookup relation. Which one is parent? Account. Which one is child? Opportunity is the child. What is the relationship field? Huh? Account ID. Where is that field? Opportunity object contains a relationship field called as account ID. Account ID contains what? 18 characters ID of the account. Okay, now that means to get the opportunity records of an account, we require what? Account record ID. Do you know account ID? No. What we know? Account name. Based on the account name, can you get account ID or not? Yes. Then what needs to be done? That's what. I'm not going to give the code. You have to write. Now, so in this case here, what needs to be done? Now, first of all, we have to write one SOQL query. Now, SOQL query 1. Why this query? Based on the account record name, get the account record IDs. Okay, get the account record IDs. Understood the concept here? Now observe this one. Here two cases will come into the picture. Whatever the name that I'm going to pass, with that name, one account may be there, or two may be there, five may be there. I don't know that here. Okay. In the case here, suppose whatever the account record name that I'm going to pass, with that name, if only one account is available, then get that record ID, go to that opportunity object, get the matching records here. That is one thing. Suppose whatever the account name that I'm going to pass with the name Edge Communications, with this one, three records are available in the account object. In that case, first account record is having three opportunities, second account is having two opportunities, third account is having three opportunities. Total eight records we need to fetch now. Confused. Hmm? Now, so in this case here, my code should be able to work on bulk records also, not only for single record. Now we need to make it bulkification also here. Now, you may be having one single record matching, it may be multiple records also, I need to fetch. In this case, what needs to be done? As a first step, write one SQL query, get the account record IDs based on this account name. Whatever the name that was supplied, based on the name, get the account record details and store it over here. Now, once account record IDs are available, then write one more SQL query. So based on this account record IDs, get the related opportunity records. Two queries we need to write. First query is used to fetch the account record IDs based on name. Second query is used to fetch opportunity records based on account record IDs. Okay, understood the concept here? In that case, we need the in that case, sir, parent to child. For that one, we have to use sub queries that is part of relationship queries. There I will tell you here because that process is different. Where is your book? Where ఏం చేస్తారు మీ బుక్ లో మీరు రాయండి ఐఎమ్ రాయని వన్ Done with this code. Can I write the code? Right? Now, let me write this piece of code. I'm preparing the method get opportunities by account. I'm passing the account record name. So based on this account record name, I would like to fetch the associated matching opportunities. First of all, check the condition whether this parameter is holding the value or not. If account record name not equals to null and account record name not equals to empty. Now that means if the account record name is available, then based on this account record name, I need to fetch the account record ID. But I don't know with this name how many matching accounts are there. I don't know that. In this case, what needs to be done? I need to collect all those records. Upon fetching the records, what we require? Only IDs required. To get the IDs, what we can do? We are using map collection. Map of ID comma account. Map accounts equals to new map of ID comma account. Here we need to write the SOQL query. Select ID of the account, name, rating, industry from account where name equals to account record name. So based on this account record name, I'm collecting those account record details. I'm storing into map collection. Why? Because once account records are available, then what is my requirement? I need to get the opportunities. To get the opportunities, what we need? IDs of those accounts. If it is storing inside the map collection, then getting the IDs are very, very easy because just we can use key set method, we can collect those account record IDs very easily here. So that we are using this functionality over here. Now, I would like to check the condition. If map accounts is not empty, If the collection is not empty, then I would like to get the account opportunity records. List of opportunity. LSTRT equals to, we can fetch that. Select the ID of the opportunity, name of the opportunity, amount value, and then probability, stage name, close date, and then account ID. From opportunity object, where account ID in, we can specify map accounts dot key set. Okay, because multiple account records may be available with the same name. So collect those record IDs and then compare with in operator here. In operator is used to compare this field with multiple elements at a time. Then, so then it will be fetching all those opportunity records over here. From there, we can represent these records. Now, probability. Then we can see the number of matching opportunities. System.debug, number of matching opportunity records. Now LST of T, the size. Then remaining story will be same. If LST of T is not empty, if the collection is not empty, I would like to show that each and every record. Opportunity of T from LST of T. Then I would like to show the record. Opportunity record details are, I would like to specify up to. That's it. This is the functionality, not only one, multiple SOQL queries also we can use. So like that here we can write maximum of 100 SOQL queries within a transaction.
So it will be list, sir, not for the match. It will get the list culture.
How can we get IDs?
Map account dot ID.
How?
The variable name dot ID.
No, if it is a list, we need to collect multiple records, IDs, right? Then we have to iterate that, right? Then we need to maintain one separate set collection to store all those IDs. It will be a problem. Instead of using this map, if you are using simply list of account to get the account records, even though here you are writing select ID comma name from account where name equals this one, it will treat this, okay, these two fields as a single record. Okay, then we can't compare with ID field again. So iterate that list collection, collect each record, get the ID, store into a separate set collection over here, and then we need to use it here to map this condition.
But if you go to list still, it's our.
It will give issue. Issue.
It didn't give out.
Why? It won't do that. Because we can't compare this value here. This is the value. If you're using list collection, list of account. Here, this is what ID. We can compare with IDs, not with account records. That is the problem.
Account ID semicolon map account dot ID.
No, map account.id, how can we collect? It's a map collection, right? To get all the IDs, we need to use key set method.
If I go to the list, I write the code like that map account dot ID.
See, for example, you want to write like this. Instead of using this map collection, you want to write the code like this. You want to write like this. Yes or not? Now this is what list collection. List of what? Account. Then how can you compare here? If you want to compare in this place, how to compare?
Dot ID.
Do we have any dot ID method is available in this one? List collection. List collection, we have discussed 14 methods, right? Do we have any dot ID method? No. Then in that case, if you want to do like this, then we have to maintain. That means we need to collect each record ID separately. So we have to maintain a separate set collection, set of ID, account record IDs equals to new set of ID. Then we have to maintain here. Then collect that. Each and every account record ACC from LST accounts. Then collect that record. Account record IDs dot add a ACC dot ID. We have to do this and then we have to collect this value. We have to map the condition like this. This is the lengthy mechanism over here. If you are using a normal history collection, then again we have to prepare one set collection, copy the account record IDs into set collection through for loop, then use that set collection information in this place. So it is having multiple collections. This is one history collection, one set collection, one for loop. It's a lengthy mechanism. Instead of doing that, if you're storing inside a map collection, it's a straightforward shortcut mechanism. Okay. That's what I have given all the three different styles to you upon writing SOQL queries over here. Clear? Now, done with this piece of code? Now,
Hello.
yes.
Sir, what is this in command account ID?
In is an operator because if you want to compare this field with multiple values at a time, we are using in operator. Tomorrow I am going to give some more information of in operator.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now let me place this piece of code. We can invoke this method as well. Done with this? Now. So do the practice on these features today. Tomorrow we'll see some more functionalities. Tomorrow we are going to discuss about like operator, in operator, we'll see practically. And then I would like to discuss about okay, one more concept over here that is called as for update. There is a class called as for update class. So what exactly this is for update class? We'll see in tomorrow's session. It's a very small functionality. We'll see one by one. Okay. Thank you. Thanks for